Week 6 of the NFL. And coming up, it's the Commanders' second-year lineman.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Here are the Commanders for their first drive of the game. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And it felt like it watching the game tape. He got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. One touchdown pass. So he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Lawrence to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Brewer. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Now Lawrence to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Takes it at the 7. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago, add in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate. Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Oh, what a move. We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. His first catch, good for 9 in the first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now Lawrence on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Brewer. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. To throw again on second down. Lawrence. That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Here's Lawrence. And that is incomplete. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. looking to throw. Lawrence. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Complete to number 37. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the Commanders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. And they'll run again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are an extra point away from evening this one up. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be let out by their 6-year quarterback.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide-open offense, and we'll see if he can keep his string of good games going right here.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown. Jamar Chase, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Black Knights have taken the lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Lawrence will throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Washington going to send out their punter. as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. They'll start on the ground. Etienne knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. The numbers on the ground for Etienne last week. 25 carries, 112 yards, and a touchdown.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. They're going to look to throw.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
Pass complete. George Pickens with it.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career. That draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they called Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
On 2nd down, a run. And he coughed it up. And does Washington have it? They do.
They were direct with us. They said last week his 3 fumbles. We want that to be an aberration. Another one right there, though.
And it's going to drive them crazy because we saw them coaching, and all they talked about is the 4 points of pressure when carrying the ball. Fingertips, forearms, biceps, sternum or chest, keeping it high and tight, and they're not getting that done.
All teams go over those points of pressure.
They go over them all the time, and sometimes it becomes 5 points of pressure when you bring the second arm in to cradle the football.
You know when I could tell this was going to end really badly? When he launched himself behind the line and made a beeline for the ball carrier. You get one of those tackling machines in the middle on your trail, things are normally ending pretty quickly.
So now then, the big loss sets up 2nd and 19.
Lawrence.
Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete.
And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Well, this looks like a roughing call.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Now Lawrence.
He finds his man, complete. It's Brewer.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence.
He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know
they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is caught and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now Lawrence. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Commanders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 14. So that drive goes 8 plays.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. London about set to take over on offense. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted.
And the Commanders will take over possession here up at the 44. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
The drive starts with a completion left side.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a 1st down right out of the gate.
On 1st down, Lawrence. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Washington on 3rd down.
They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
Washington going to send out their punter
as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here.
London about set to take over on offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
2nd and 9 now. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down.
They'll look to throw here. He finds his man complete. It's Hayes. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. They'll look to throw again. Looking left side. It's complete. He's got it. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back to throw again. And it's caught. Touchdown. George Pickens from 21 yards away. And his guys are going to take the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. A drive that time of 6 plays.
And it was finished off by a George Pickens touchdown grab.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense is doing a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better going forward.
See if he can look and do some soul searching now.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. Right back to Chris Godwin.
From just shy of midfield, Lawrence. And this will be incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Now Lawrence to throw.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brewer. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. On 2nd and 7,
Lawrence.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Touchdown, Washington.
Mike Gesicki from 17 yards out.
And the Commanders are an extra point away from drawing level.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth 1st half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He had 3 touchdown passes in that game a week ago. He's got 2 already here in this 1st half as his guys start 1st and 10.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds his man complete. It's Hayes. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0. then lost 5 and 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Etienne once more. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. The Commanders bringing out the nickel package on 3rd down. Back to throw here. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Screenplay, here's Etienne. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Complete, Smith has it. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. And he missed it. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up in great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
Washington going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. Over the middle, complete. It's Brewer. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Lawrence will throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Brewer. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. It's a throw again is Lawrence. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. So we've reached halftime in a while. Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. and he won't quite make it to the 25. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Let's go now.
Back to throw now on first down. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Etienne up the middle.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That is caught at the 7. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That'll put him right at 99 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Drop those switch. Drop those switch. Hey,
Etienne diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come and have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Point after here coming up. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. 5 plays there on that drive.
And it was capped off by a Travis Etienne touchdown run.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. First possession of the second half now for Washington. But Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is,
well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Picked off by J.C. Horn.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
A 6-yard pickup. Second and 4 at the 28-yard line.
Second and 4. Finding Pickens for another catch.
And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Straight ahead, Etienne.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown.
Travis Etienne.
His 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Black Knights are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
No problem there on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14.
Black Knights 35.
Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Throwing again on second down. Lawrence. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Washington going to send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. That's taken on the 25. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
They go play action here on first down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run with Etienne.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And they'll send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
The Commanders' offense set to take over. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down.
That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Lawrence.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
Lawrence's pass complete to number 37. A 3-yard pickup.
Looking to throw again on second down. Lawrence. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Throwing again here, it's Lawrence.
Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
up second and
To throw again on second down. Lawrence. And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. London about set to take over on offense. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. And he loses the football a second time. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
We just saw the dilemma for every coach. You want them to fight for the extra yardage, but somehow continue to cover the football. Oftentimes when you fight that hard, the ball becomes exposed.
Defensively, it's obvious they're trying to be more aggressive. First tackle a little too aggressive. Second one, though, they strip it loose. Following the fumble recovery, Lawrence. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure...
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
number 16. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4 at the 27-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Looking to throw, Lawrence. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 4th down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now at FedEx Field. It's Washington with a football, but trailing here as we begin quarter number 4. Carlson able to put this one through, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Fielded just outside the goal line. London about set to take over on offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out.
The first down pass, complete to number 86. It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and
3. Throw left side complete to Chase. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw.
Over the middle, that's caught by Chase.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6.
Completes this one to Pickens. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. And that is no good. And this will remain an 11-point spread.
Now, Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team. But the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 46.
Now Lawrence.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Kobe Bryant.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, this defense, Charles, we know how good they are, but they've been beat a couple of times in this game. However, they got the latest laugh.
And how about the way they hung in there? Because you're exactly right. They're not used to being dented as they've been so far in this game. But what they just did there with that pick 6, that's the equivalent of what was happening to them. They're throwing touchdown passes against them. Okay, we'll take one back against you.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Complete to number 37. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Lawrence. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Covered by T.C.
On 3rd down, Lawrence.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by J.C. Horn.
And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Consecutive runs of 6 yards gives him a 1st and 10.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And it's caught. Touchdown.
George Pickens
with career touchdown number 60.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Extra point right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. So that drives 7 plays in. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory.